And we're good. Hello and welcome back to the Blades and Banner podcast. My name is Nolan Carney, and I'm joined once again by my friend Clayton Gates. Clayton, we made it through the Grand Prix season, and what are we going to do with our lives for the rest
I
of the
don't
year now?
know. I That's a good question. I was telling Lona, I was like, so what the Grand Prix finals the next weekend? He's like, no, we have a whole weekend
We have
break.
a week
And
off.
I'm
Oh,
like,
we have a lot of
what?
skating next week.
Yeah, still. It's not all week off, but and just
Not
like that, it's
really.
over.
I know. And just like that, like the Sex and the City, isn't that like the
Yeah,
spinoff? Is that what
yes,
it's
yes,
called? Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
And
Yeah, I
just
got
like
that. I got
that.
that.
Who's
And just
Carrie
like that.
who's Carrie Bradshaw and who's like we're casting ourselves in
Low
Sex and the
key,
City.
Carrie Bradshaw was Sean Restat this week. Or he was
He
Samantha.
began
He
to
was kind of
wonder.
Samantha too. Yeah.
He was starting to wonder. No, he was
He was
giving
like
Samantha. He's messy like Samantha.
he's like, "Oh, pattern step 1, twizzle base." Twizzle base. Um yeah, first off, happy Thanksgiving to everyone because Clayton and I probably won't record another episode before Thanksgiving to all of our American
Right.
viewers, and this won't be our last video before the holidays because tomorrow I'll do the Warsaw Cup and sectionals recap for everyone. But just this is the last time the two of us will be together. So we're wishing you guys a happy Thanksgiving and hope everyone has a great holiday. Next week we will have it'll be mix and match with the coverage. Clayton and I will do a Grand Prix final recap, and the South Korean ranking competition is this weekend. So I'm sure
Mhm.
I'll tie that together with the Grand Prix final preview because I'm sure you'll have a lot of thoughts about that. I
Mm.
have my Jiashin pin
Oh my
that was
gosh.
gifted to me. It was gifted to me like 3 years ago. I think this says her name on it. I actually don't really know what it even says.
What
Um,
program was she even doing 3 years ago? Was this Tree of Life?
this was the Tree of Life.
Okay.
Yeah. Here, I'll give you a little. If anyone speaks Korean, tells want to tell me what this says, let me know. I don't.
It could be
I'm
her
sorry.
name. It could be
Could be her name. I don't
a
think
lot
it's
of
her
things.
name.
It could be and just like that.
Yeah, maybe it's like Gia fighting. I don't know. They always say like fighting before they skate, and I'm like,
Okay.
yes, fighting.
Let's
Like
fight.
Um, yeah, next week we'll have that, and then we'll do Talon trophies next week and Skate Canada Challenge. I'll do those in like maybe a little solo episode for you guys to keep you updated. Like and subscribe, comment below how you
Yes.
felt about Sean Restat this week in the dance event. Um, but let's get into the pairs. Start with the pairs because this is like
Mhm.
it was controversial. I don't know if it was controversial, but it was interesting
It was
of a
a close race.
close in the short program for sure. All those
Well,
teams were at a 70 points
yeah,
after the short.
all within like what is this?
Hold on. Let's pull it up.
Four tenths of a point.
Four
That's
tenths of a point.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Three tenths, low key. Yeah, three tenths.
And Loki, the way that Leah and Trent were the only ones to skate clean in the short program. Everyone else had a mistake. Minerva had like that crazy. Minerva and Nikita had the crazy pivot air where like he just like couldn't stable himself in the
Mm,
back pivot in the short. And then like in the free skate, it just seemed like they had one air and they just kind of got hosed for the remainder of it. I mean, I know they lost levels, but
yeah, they were losing a lot of levels, and it also just seemed to like fizzle out after that first little. Well, he just fell on the
the
side by
triple
side
sow.
sow. Yeah, and I think something that I was noticing when I was watching that free is like it doesn't carry through to the end like I think they're wanting it to. It does fizzle out,
Yeah.
and when I'm watching them side by side to like the speed of not only Riku and Ryuchi, is that how you say his name?
Yes, Ryuchi, yes.
Yes. But also the Nagoka and Moriguchi here at Finlandia,
On
they
the lifts?
on everything. They're just
Yeah.
faster. They're just light years faster and have better like ice cover and skate skills than everyone else here in the field. Like they had the detriment of the throw elements here in the free, which kind of set them back, and they
Yeah.
had a messy short.
Yeah. Well, they had a pretty, did they have a messy short? I forgot. I thought they did. They had maybe a mistake on the throw on the short, right?
Okay, yeah, the throws were just there.
But they're not great at throws. I will say I've been pretty adamant and I've stayed pretty consistent about the Minerva Nikita free skate that it really only works if they hit. because
Mm-hmm.
that music I feel like is just like a little it doesn't have it has depth to it, but also lacks depth at the same time. You
Mm-hmm.
know, like it kind of it's sometimes it is very powerful music, but then also at times I feel like it's very vacant, like piano music that like anyone could be skating to, you know? So
It has the Adam effect. Like when Adam is on, like Adam Sakyam Fall, when he's on with that Benoit program,
yes,
it works. When he's not, it's not gonna
you're
work. It's
like,
just
yeah.
like
When
okay.
he's doing like all the hand movements and like the jumps aren't working, I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
okay, nice to see. I a lot of questions about whether or not like really what's really going on with them because this is now three competitions in a row where they've had some big mistakes on a lot of the programs, and now it's bleeding into both
Mm-hmm.
the two programs. But they did change that throw in the free skate. They had been doing the triple flip throughout the year, and they changed it back to the triple sow
Mm-hmm.
to try to clean it up a little bit. But they've got a lot of work to go. I don't know. I don't know where they lie right now. I'm really excited for the final.
I am too. I think yeah, I think they came into the season as heavy favorites from the start, and I think they carried some of that weight and pressure in, and it's like, and I think they know that they're capable of that. And then when they just, they're always something I've noticed, they're always talking before they start the program. Like they're on the short axis of the ice, and like Minerva's always
Hmm.
like giving him some sort of like coaching or like some sort of like, okay, we gotta do this and we gotta do that. And like I would love to hear what she's saying. But I
Have
think
you
there
met a
is
pair
something
girl?
that,
Like they're intense.
oh, they're serious. That's what I love
They're
about them.
serious. Like I wouldn't get in front of any of these hair girls.
Alexa Panera,
She's scary.
she means
She's very
business.
scary. Um, I have to say the two Americans here, I think let's like clump them together because just like pretty easy. Like I have to say this whole pair event, like, it was very nice. It was a nice warm up for the entire
Hmm.
competition. But Misha and Elisa and Danny and Ellie, I thought both did a very solid job this week. I
This is
don't think like
a big event for the American pair teams for sure.
I wish that they were eligible.
I
Elisa and Misha.
know.
I hope that we can manifest it. Like, what can we do? Like, can someone donate is it $5 million or $1 million?
Oh, I have no idea how much it
For
is.
the new whatever, the new gold passport or whatever. Like, what do we have?
I think it's like or is it in Bit
Is
it
it
could be in
five?
Bitcoin. I don't even know. I think it's five. It's probably 5 million. I don't know.
We need to get on Twitter. We need to get on Twitter and we need to ask people to donate because I mean, Ellie and Danny love them too, but my God, they knew what they did a good job.
They
They
did.
landed those throws. I don't know
I don't know
if
how she did
we will
it. Well,
see
she was cat-like reflex mode on like squeaking those throws out.
squeaking everything, doing the triple side by sides.
Oh yeah.
They didn't get the sequence done. She had a little bit of a step out on the triple sow, but
Hmm.
um, I don't know. Like I think just overall, like the whole pair event, I was just kind of like, I wasn't really into it as much. Like everyone here was just very nice, but again, like it's late in the Grand Prix season, so obviously people are like tapering down, but also trying to amp back up for their nationals. So I think a lot of them are just in a weird
Hmm.
place. Um,
Would you have had Hasselblad winning, or would you have had FMova Mitrofanov winning?
I think Haase and Volodin, I mean, it was so close. I think realistically, if you look at the scoring, I think probably you should have had Efimova and Mitrofanov win because I think they had less mistakes overall than Haase and Volodin and have more of a unique, genuine chemistry than the two.
Hmm.
I don't think that free skate is ideal and works for the two of them for Efimova and Mitrofanov. It's not as raw and as natural as what they did last year, but
Hmm.
I think that should have been flipped a little bit.
I agree. I would have
Yeah,
had the
I
winning.
think,
And they did there's the energy. Even though it's not as good as their last year's, it still like had a better like takeaway than what I had from the Germans.
yeah, they still do have like that earnest, raw, real connection that like some of these other teams do not have. One team that I thought really, again, is continuing to disappoint this season is Leah and Trent. After the short, I mean, the short program, they probably should have won. because they were the only one
Hmm.
that was clean in the short program. But then the free skate, they just like continue to have a lot of mistakes. And, like they haven't really put out two good programs this year back to back. And they were doing so well last year with the momentum and I think they got a four continent medal last year. Like I think they got a bronze or something there. And they just yeah, they got the bronze there and they just kind of petered off since then. And this is a team that I think shouldn't be petering off. Like they're
No.
pretty solid on the jumps and the throws. I don't know.
Yeah. Do you think they're like maybe comfortable in the
The
back on the
training environment.
yeah, or maybe like on the back burner of like the other Canadian team, Solano and Deschamps, like are we like okay, like they're gonna get our spots, like we I don't know, like what they need some sort of
But
motivation or like or they just feel
here's the
defeated, like what is it?
here's the thing though, is that I don't even think like they should be feeling like back on like they shouldn't feel like they can't beat Vienna because Vienna's
Hmm.
given them opportunities where they should have beaten them or could have beaten them. Remember Nationals last year where they did that like amazing clean free skate and then Vienna had like 10 of errors. Like they've had moments where the judges definitely could have put them ahead if they had stepped up a little bit. And I just don't think this team is all together still. I think they've
Hmm.
kind of their first year they came out super hot and they've kind of just petered out since. It hasn't been like
Hmm.
that build that you would have expected
Hmm.
to see from them. Um, I don't know. Do you have any other thoughts about the pairs?
No, that was the Paris.
Okay. Because honestly, like being so real, here's the thing. Clayton and I, we have so many thoughts about the dance of the women. So we're trying to save a little bit of energy for that because that's gonna be a long saga.
Hmm.
Talking about the men, low key, the moment of the week for me for the men was Stephen Gogolov getting the bronze.
Yeah.
Like holy oh Canada for
Oh,
that
Canada.
for Roman and Stephen.
Yeah, I mean he now that we have this consistency under Golov's But I think the next step for him is working on the height and the distance of the jumps, getting up the GOE, because I think that's where he
Hmm.
suffered in comparison to the other top two here. But it was a huge, huge victory for him. He knows what I love about him is that he knows he's good and he's capable. Like his reaction in the kiss and cry when he found out he was bronze, he's like little fist pump, like and we're
It
keeping it
look
pushing.
it looks like he does that every single day and is like, yeah, like that's what I
Hmm.
expect to see. Um, I will say the one thing that I really wish would have happened was if Gogolev was like healthier throughout this quad, because I
Hmm.
think it's so interesting to see that now Gogolev and Roman are like kind of having this little internal rivalry. And like Wesley Chu was just like not doing it for Roman as like an internal rival. Like Roman knew
Hmm.
that like it was not like something he really needed to worry about. Like he was more than likely going to beat Wesley Chu. Um, and there's a big statement here for him. You could tell he wasn't like 100% comfortable like in both of the programs.
Hmm.
Um, but just for him to be able to like push through it and make sure that he like left as the Canadian leading Canadian man with 10 points over him.
Hmm.
Yeah, and especially because Ski Canada this year, they've talked a lot about how the short program is like such an important part for their selection choice standard for who
Mm.
they want. Because I don't think they want a repeat of the team that they had
Oh
last year.
yeah.
Remember, like when
Yeah.
they were literally they were like white knuckling it to make it in.
Hmm.
I don't think they want that. And unfortunately for them, and unfortunately for Roman, he's the skater that did that at the last
Uh-huh.
Olympics. But I think he's been much more consistent this year than he was then.
Yeah, he's got it together. And honestly, I would have had the gap a little closer between the two in components. I think Roman's free was really, really brilliant for him
Hmm.
this competition. Um, what got him was the cues on the
Every jump,
like
almost like every jump.
and it's tough because I know we kind of harp about like let it go, it's a cue, like whatever, but you really do see it bite down and finish on the
Yeah.
ice, and he kind of like swings that free leg wide, and you're like,
I just thought like Roman skating this week looked like everything had a tightness to it. Like he just did not have ease on like any single jump this week or like any single movement. It looked like he was doing work and like he did a good job. Like he got through everything for the most part, but it just, everything looked like he was like just like I was in the short program. Like I saw the quads, I was like quarter, triple axel, I was like review. And then I was like
Mm-hmm.
triplets, Q, triple toe, under. And I was like, like it just everything was just a little bit tight. And
Mm-hmm.
no matter how beautiful the skating is, it is a sport too, and you have to make sure that you're able to get those points because the PCS isn't going to save you that much.
Mm-hmm.
Especially for him when he doesn't like
Yeah.
have as much of a reputation as some of these other men.
But it's still so like it's so impressive that like he's backloading the other quads out and it's like not that much transition going in. There's speed, there's height, there's distance. It's
Hmm.
musical. Like so at the end of the day, like we're looking at like GOEs and if we're hitting it's musical, it's effortless, air position, height and distance. There's four bullets right there, and then you take off two for the Q. Like
So you should better on +2,
I'm
maybe.
still giving like yeah, one or two.
Yeah, it's still a great jump, but I think I wonder what. So you have to remember, like, I wonder how the judges think because I know you're supposed to
Mm-hmm.
think about the bullet points while you're giving the
Mm-hmm.
GOA, but like for me personally, I feel like a lot of judges just go like based off of looks and vibes
Mm-hmm.
of the jumps. Like, oh, they're like, that's a +2. And I remember Megan Duhamel gave like an interview one of these years, and she said that she was talking to like a judge, and they were saying um they were showing like a death spiral in to like a judge, like a simulation or something. And she was like, well, what GOE would you give that? And they were like a +2. And this was back in like the +3 era.
Mm-hmm.
So she said, well, what would we need to do to make it a +3? And the judge was like, I'm not really sure. And I'm like,
That's crazy.
that's where I'm like, I think a lot of these judges just don't actually follow like you can't think about
Yeah.
like 10 different criteria at once.
But what you can do is think, and I think about this whenever I'm thinking about like components, especially, what more could I have asked for? What else could I have asked for from this element? Because if there's anything, then like, no, I'm not going to go 10. Like, and what did he say? Mark said this about somebody. I think we'll get to it in the. No, he said this about Yuma. He said, I think that this program, when skated cleanly, the Yuma Turndo free skate
Hmm.
should get or could get all tens.
It should.
I well, and I hesitated. I hesitate because when I'm watching Yuma skate this, I see fear in his eyes from the start.
Okay,
So
yes,
I'm not gonna go +10, but or I'm not gonna go a 10 because there's something more that I need.
I will say, looking at him here, you could visibly see that he was like not connected to either of his programs this week. Like there was a stress, and I have to say, I think a lot of it really goes back to like what he says in these interviews that he's been giving. Because before he came here, Yuma came here to Finlandia this week, he said that he wanted to post something above 300 points this week. And remember last year when he was giving all these interviews about like Ilya Malinin and how he wants to beat him and what he needs to
Hmm.
do that? I think personally, when you're going into a competition and you're already setting a standard, like I need to post this score before like the competition even begins, I think you're already kind of setting yourself up for failure.
I
And that's
agree.
like not the correct like mental. Like I know it differs from each athlete, but Yuma already seems like he's a little bit of a mental case with his preparation and things like that.
Hmm.
But when you're going into this event, I think you need to first focus on like, what am I going to do on my practice? What do I need to do to my recover? What am I going to do before my program? What should I do? How am I going to like take each moment and each breath in my program? Like when you're
Hmm.
going into a sal, like let's say you're in your program, you should just be thinking about like the specific steps that you need to take to
Hmm.
follow, to get each element done. And I
Hmm.
think for him, he goes straight to result sometimes and
Hmm.
kind of misses
Skips the all the in
the in
between.
between.
Yeah, which is just as valuable because you can't get the end if you don't have the in between. So I don't know.
I think also, I don't know if he's stressed, but I don't know if he's specifically putting a stress on himself, but when you're having all of these things occur, I think you're unconsciously getting stressed with things that you may not know outwardly, but things that you're putting on yourself. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Mm-hmm.
because like physically, if you watch like his practices here, he looked fantastic. He looked physically able to do everything.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but I have written down once he's made that first mistake in that short program, like it just seemed disingenuous and like he wasn't able to flush it for each program. Like in
Mm-hmm.
the short, there was the quad southfall, then he had the triple axel step out, and then in the free skate, he had the mispicked on the quad toe, then he did the flip with the step out, and then he fell in the quad toe to be poked back
Mm-hmm.
in.
Well, you can see him thinking hard about it in the free. Like you, like if he's overthinking the pick for the toe, I'm like, you're thinking too hard about it. Like obviously, I can't do a quad toe, but like
Yeah.
if it should be like we should be like you're doing these run through every day. You have to trust yourself. You have to trust the work that you put into this program. Like the worst that could happen is you go down, and which he did do. He turned around the rink, added it in, and then went down on it. So it's like either way. I don't, but he still got like a what a 180, 182
182. Still
with
got a
some big
270.
with big errors.
Big errors. And when you make those errors, remember when you fall or make like those big errors, you can map your max 875 for a lot
Mm-hmm.
of the marks.
Mm-hmm.
For a lot of them. Skating skills, I don't think so, but the other marks, 875. Some of these judges still went nines, even with the fall, which they're not theoretically supposed to do. But um and did you see Peter Gumenek this week?
I did. I saw like the replay because someone tweeted just the replay of all
Yeah,
of his
yeah.
quads and him
I
was it
mean,
5 or 6 quads?
yeah, and then he does land a lot of them like a little short, which
Mm-hmm.
like I don't know, we'll see. But I mean, like looking at these men here, I was like, Peter is a very solid second place right now.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, who do you think theoretically like could beat him? I mean, maybe we'll have to see after under an international panel, but like, I mean, Yuma has the capability to beat him, and I think if Yuma goes clean, he would.
I
But
think if Shidorov goes clean, I think he might have a chance.
with the programs he's doing though,
Yeah, I mean, let's see. I think technically, if it's clean, like I think if
yeah,
they
I
want
think
to be, if
Shidorov
they,
could be. Yeah,
I think if we want to give, oh God, what is this? Gumenek a carrot cake, we could.
you could, you could. He does land a lot, and the Lutz is unideal. I don't know. I like his skate. I really like Peter Gumenek's skating. I have to say, very nice skater.
Yeah.
Um, I don't know. Adam also, he's like he had those boot problems here. Said that
Hmm.
he literally got new boots like the day before the competition. Um, so like I understand where all the mistakes happened, and I get why. He's just like
Yeah.
always a hot mess,
See, that's the
you
thing.
know?
I didn't even know there were boot problems, and I was still like, yeah, okay, par for the course,
It's
honestly.
like just a traditional
I
Adam.
mean,
But
the short was a win for him because he's normally fighting from a much smaller margin, and from the short, he's normally having to make it more ground. So seeing a 90
mhm,
plus for him in the short was, I think, a good step in the right direction. The
yeah.
free, yeah, it was sloppy. I don't quite understand the component scoring for him sometimes. Because if I'm literally kind of holding my breath for every jump and being like how I can't go 8.5.
But you don't like the little Benoit arms?
Oh, I love well, there's some that make sense, and there's some it's like he's like pledging allegiance to something during like like a crossover, and I'm like, okay, like I'm not really sure what you're doing, but
You don't like the rain sound and like the birds fluttering, and then like
no,
he's
the
doing like
sounds are
an angular
nice.
movement, and then he might be like smoking a cigarette. Like, what do you
Maybe
like
opening the
Stephen Goglev,
bourbon, yeah.
Stephen Goglev blowing a little puff of smoke after his like starting
What do you
pose.
think
Like,
he's smoking? Is it Marlboro Red, you think? Maybe Camel? No,
do
I
you
don't
think
know.
like I don't know. We should ask, like, Stephen, what are you smoking? Like, what type of cigarette? Are you smoking a
I
cigarette? Because like
know.
he's French. Benoit's French, so like cigarette, like
Like
big cigarette
like the cool
culture.
little skinny ones, you know? You know what I'm talking about? Have you seen this?
Yeah, he just wants to be cool, you know? Like, um, I don't know, Adam, like if you watched his warm up for the free skate, I have to say it's honestly crazy that he was able to do what he did. Clayton, I don't think he landed a single jump on that warm up. Like
Oh wow.
it was a hot mess. I'm also TBD on the free skate right now. I think
I
I know we keep saying that everyone should go back to old material because it's low key like this year the people just can't get good new programs. That's like just the answer. But I'll go back to the Montreal Worlds free skate. I don't know.
oh, that's the two. Was that 2 years ago? That
That's
was
the
two
one where
years.
he did the pink, like little pink costume or whatever. The
Oh,
multicolored one.
that one was good. But I do. I mean, I appreciate the effort that's gone into these two programs because there is a coherent
They're cool.
theme. There's something. I like it. Like when it's done well, I think I will really appreciate the art that's been put into it. He's just got to put it together.
Now, one program that I'm ready to say goodbye to, is Say Something. I'm giving up on this program.
Oh,
So
you're
I'm giving
giving
up
up
on it,
on me,
Jason.
and you're no, we
I'm
can't give
giving
up.
up on the program, Jason,
Not Jay,
please.
but not to be misconstrued with us giving up on Jason. I think us saying that Jason can be better is not counting him out. I think he's still like safely in the world
Yeah.
of the Olympic team.
Well, I did math.
Uh-oh.
I did some math. I calculated the mean scores of all the US men
Oh, the man.
for the top of not the top. And I only did two because I only did the top two, other than Ilya. The top two men right now, after Ilya, in terms of the mean scores of the Grand Prix, are Jason Brown and Tomoki Hiwatashi.
Mm,
Um,
those would be my two
and
guesses.
if you look at the US criteria, um, they go by placements and not the scores. So Jason
Mm,
got a fourth and a fifth in a lot of these like weaker small fields. So that's going to bode super well for him in terms of like the whole calculation. Like he's all he has to do is like be on the podium, I feel like at nationals and he'll be good.
which I think he is very
Um,
capable of.
but when you have like people like when you have that many people casting doubt on you on Twitter, like about this spot, I worry for him. He does need to really amp it up a lot. I think the conditioning is still not there, but he has a lot of time. There's about 8-ish weeks, I think, till US Nationals. So there's a lot of time for him to get it together. But again, still really poor outing here.
He needs some more of that Tracy love, you know?
Tracy maybe needs to be a little harder on them and be like, hey, like Zingis and Kolesnik, let's do triple run throughs. Come
Oh
on,
my
like let's do
gosh.
some more.
Don't get me started on them right now. I have a new obsession.
Oh, is it her?
It's Zingeznik as a whole.
Yeah,
I love.
Zingisnig. That's a good nickname. I don't think anyone's
I'm
done that.
coining it right now. So everyone, let's hop onto that.
I think people do Zingic. I think that's what they say.
Oh, really? Zing
Zingisnik though is
I like a
cool.
Zingeznik.
Yeah,
It just has a zing to it, you know?
just a
But
little punch.
Tracy
Do you have
Wilson,
any other?
well, my
Yeah,
moment and of the men's free, I think, is or the men's event in general is Tracy Wilson in her glasses. Like I just love watching her take those glasses. She it's a one fluid back to see those scores, and she's like, okay, puts them back up. You just gotta watch it. It's just I love her.
I gotta go back and take
That's
a
the
double look.
mother.
I didn't. Yeah, I watched the men's event live, but can I be real? I do not have like any collective memory of watching that men's event. I
Let
don't
me see if I
know.
have some honorable mentions.
Oh, you know who's an honorable mention?
Who's yours? I
Jimmy
have one.
Ma.
Really? No, I don't. I don't love
And the
Jimmy.
free skate, love it.
Mm-mm.
I don't care. I
Mm-mm.
don't think he landed any jumps, but I was like, sure, go for it.
He has the
Can we
crowd
just give
doing
him
YMCA.
I want him to go to the Olympics now. I don't care. I know he can't. Why don't the third man, like, it doesn't matter.
It'll get the
It really,
TikTok. It'll get the TikTok that everyone wants to see for the Olympics. Like it'll have the buzz. Like maybe just send them.
we're sending the third man to go, like, and get, like, 20th place.
Mm,
If it's not Naumov, it has to be Jimmy Ma. All right. Those are the two that have to
that's
go.
true.
I don't care.
Yeah.
So Andrew Torgashev, sorry. Next quad. Go for the next quad.
Yeah.
Like it either has to be Naumov with the beautiful free skate, beautiful short program,
Hmm.
or Jimmy Ma shaking everything, doing the YMCA, and then it's raining men. That's what we need at the Olympics.
Hmm.
Um,
Well, okay, I have another honorable mention, and I think this is fresh on the brain because of our Memela discussion last episode, is that I think I'm sitting Mateo.
okay, I do you know that they're literally only 4 points apart in terms of like the
I know, yeah,
Italian
yeah.
scope.
And like honestly, like watching the what is it? Interstellar Free, I'm sitting there, I'm like, I think I'd rather
Did
watch
he change
this.
his free skate?
He's doing the Interstellar Free. Is that what he
I
has
only
been
watched the
doing?
final group. No, he was doing that like Italian thing to
Oh
start the year,
no.
right?
He's doing Interstellar now. And I
Oh
really
my God.
liked it. And what I loved about it is his transitions are awesome.
Okay.
And I just I honestly I just feel like this is more of a cohesive like program rather than like
Program for him?
Yeah, Memela being like, okay, I'm Italian, I'm doing opera, period. Get into it. Like it's instead it's like Matteo, hi, I have a concept and I'm also giving you like more skating skills and transitions and speed. Like,
Yeah, I would like to see. I think Memela, if he wants to be like in it, should take out the flip, and he needs a glow up. He needs a a new costume for the free skate. The white blouse, whatever the white costume is, it's like not
the
working.
Interstellar he had was like it's like blue with like a starry kind of vibe and
Oh,
like black gloves. Yeah, get into it.
okay. So he has a whole theme.
Yeah.
Um, I always like Andrea Nordback. His short program is really cool. He did the like little
Hmm.
Depeche. Is it the Depeche mode or is it It's a personal Jesus. That's what it is. Personal
Yes, that's
Jesus.
what it's called.
That's super cool. Love that. And then Selevko, the younger one.
I'm obsessed with, I'm like, that's another new obsession I have is like the Slivka brothers just together. Like, I love them. I think Mikhail especially has like just the quirky, like fun, campy
The
programs.
short
The
is so
short is
cool.
so fun. Sad that he fell
And
apart in the free.
Yeah. Well, he really like fell apart like mid-program too. Like he kind of pulled his brother where he doubled the second triple axel. And just it like my one friend was telling me like he just thought that they lost all the tension in him like
Hmm.
in the second part. And you could just tell he just like didn't have his legs. It just looked like his legs lost all strength the second way through that
Hmm.
program. But yeah, that was the men.
That's the
All right,
man.
time to talk about what
All
was
right.
really
Well,
important.
let's buckle in.
All right, we're going to the dance now, if you all didn't know. Let's start with the panel of judges and the
Okay.
technical controller. Let's start just giving the baseline of the knowledge of everyone. So, the referee was Nicole LeBlanc Richard from Canada. Referee, not really important. They're there. They're
She's just
there to
blowing that
moderate.
whistle. She's hitting, is she doing the
She's gonna blow
time?
the whistle. Yeah.
Okay.
Then the controller and specialists are too. But she's there to make sure like people are good, no one's dying. And in case if one of the judges is out, they insert the referee scores.
And
But
she's like the referee's also the forward facing, like that's who the skaters you would talk to is the referee.
yes,
Okay.
yes. All right. The technical controller was Sean Restat, who was at Skate America last week. So he's on back-to-back panels. I don't know how that happened. Now, the judges, the from what I know is that the countries are assigned spots for where their judges will be and controllers and stuff like that. And then the governing bodies appoints who goes to which competition. So I guess the USFS just decided that they were going to appoint Sean to back to back.
Oh wait, we lost you.
Sorry. Can you hear me still?
I hear you now.
Oh God. Hold on. I need
Oh,
to,
you're on, yeah, I think you're on your
yes.
computer mic.
Uh, sorry, Declan. Wait. How about now?
I think it's still on your computer,
It's
but
still
I hear
on the mic.
you.
Hold on. Oh, sorry, they disconnected.
Did they die? Oh,
Oh, how about now?
Yes, there we are.
Okay,
I was
sorry.
I was about to break out into song to entertain the viewers while you were doing that.
I'm just gonna leave that in. I'm not
I
gonna
think it'll be
take
fine.
that.
I think it'll be
I'm not
fine.
taking that out.
30
Okay.
seconds.
All right, Sean Restat was the technical controller. He was there for back-to-back weeks. Candice Taylor Green from Great Britain, the specialist, and Fabrizio Pedrusani from Italy was the assistant technical specialist. So think about all the people that are involved here. So
Hmm.
are the French and the Canadians are rivals with the Brits and the Italians and Chalk and Bates.
Hmm.
So like really, if you think about the three that were here, none of them wanted to help any of these.
No, no, no. It's like let's take him down as much as we can.
Um, Other things to point out, we'll talk the Canadian judge, Leanna Caron, she's the former president of Skate Canada.
Hmm.
And Elena Kimizenko is a Georgian judge that judged, was a Russian judge for years and judged at Russian nationals last year. And John Millier, Judge 9, is a big Chalk and Bates supporter
Okay.
from the US. So just giving the baseline for everyone else. I don't really know a lot of these other European judges. No, if it's the French judge we'll talk about, but
And now is so Sean Restat, he
yes,
is the chair of the ice dance committee
yes,
for the ISU.
yes.
Ice dance
So he's the
knowledge.
one that's like making all the decisions on like what goes in the programs, how they judge
Hmm.
it, stuff like that. So you can be assured that he's been watching these events throughout the year and
Hmm.
watching these teams. And so he also was giving, we learned that he was giving from the skating session, our friends gave
Hmm.
us the information that he was giving information to IM about Chalk and Bates rhythm dance during the practices last week to
Oh.
make any changes or something. And I don't think he was. I don't. Let's be real. I don't think he was probably doing that for the French. Just being 100% honest here. Um, but let's talk about the rhythm dance. Let's just talk about the general, not anyone specific.
Okay.
The rhythm dance there, and we saw last week that Sean was scoring very harshly for a lot of these teams.
Hmm.
If you can, I will say the one thing that was very consistent about him from the past 2 weeks is that he was very consistently harsh on a lot of these teams.
And see, I don't mind that.
I don't either.
I don't mind
I
that
don't
one
either.
bit. I don't.
Um, some of these skaters were not doing those turns cleanly. Let me tell you, like some of these turns were not clean.
And
And
Mark Henry was letting us know too. He was like, "Yeah, I saw that little wobble. I saw that change of edge." Like,
and the rhythm dance, I have to say, I know people were like really upset about a lot of the scoring. These teams all skated really poorly in the rhythm dance. I have to say, the team that I thought, and I know the people are going to say like, "Oh, you're American." Like, I did think Zingas and Klesnik got one help on like a little bit of help on something in the rhythm dance, but they were like they low-key had
technically,
they
so
honestly
sound
were so
looking.
sound on that rhythm dance, and
What?
I
And
think
I'm
it's
what? Go ahead.
I think it's their better program.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah, I
I don't
do.
know. I don't know.
I do think that.
They're both so good. So, guys, this is what has been woken up for me. I now that like
Wait,
I saw all the
do
Twitter controversy,
you
and
guys
I
want to
was
see
like,
what Clayton texted me today? He said, "Are you ready?" Because everyone always likes to say that Clayton never watches dance. You ready? He said, "What did he say?"
I'm
You
mind you,
ready?
I'm at a Friendsgiving thinking about ice dance. Like I'm at Friendsgiving, we had just watched like
I'm really getting into the dance.
guys, like it.
He's really watching it
I'm
now,
really
guys.
watching it, and not only that, like something has been changed within me. To quote Wicked, like. I just got Zingas and Klesic in the biggest way. I saw her come out on the ice with the crimped hair. I saw him. I've seen them before, and maybe this is what it is. Vadim always has kind of had this like. ba cute baby face, baby vibe to
He
me.
still does. It
He
literally still
still
there.
does, but no, the packaging this season has woken it up. I think he's like he's step
Is it the
he's
is it
graduating.
the free dance
I think it's
costume?
the hair. Yeah, I think it's I think it's the hair slicked back too. I think it's just like, and she's just drop dead gorgeous. Like I think that's the thing. It's been like she is this like she's a woman, and then this is a nice sweet boy, and now it's like okay, now there's a woman and a man.
Do we want to talk? Should we just start with them? Like, let's just
Yeah,
jump. We could just
because
start with. We'll start with Zingas and Klasnik because I will say they definitely. If you have, there's anything you really want to pick out about this color and everything that happened, this team definitely got some help and a little bit of a benefit of the doubt because in the short dance, the rhythm dance, you could tell there was a mistake on his twizzle
mm,
that like probably should have dropped them a level. Um, they did they got some help, but I think they arguably deserved where they placed.
yeah, I
That
mean
rhythm dance was fantastic.
when I'm watching them side by side to the other teams, they look faster.
Well, Mark also mentioned that in the rhythm dance commentary. He said that out of all the teams other than the French, that they had the most speed and ice coverage of everyone, even Piper and Paul,
I
is
think
what he
they,
was saying.
yeah, they look more trained. I think they look faster than the French. Like,
I don't know, no, no, no. I don't think
I
so.
do. No, in the rhythm dance, absolutely. The rhythm dance, they are stopping. They're voguing and posing. They are doing
They
like
are voguing and posing.
they're
Yes, that
standing
is.
there. They have the glove fascinators. They both have the same gloves. Like we're sitting there watching them do the arms. Like, and yes, it works and it's hot and it looks good, but it's not as the skating skills is not as advanced as like I know that they can be with
Yeah,
that rhythm
I will
dance.
say I think of the two for the French, the free dance is more their
Correct.
vehicle.
Yeah. Absolutely.
But like keeping it up to to the not the Georgians, the Americans,
Hmm.
the Zingas and Klasnik. Um, I think it's really interesting to see like the judging for them because like it's kind of all over the place because you have to think also like so Zingas and Klesnik going into this are like they're on like the same vein as like Smart and Deke and Davis and Smolkin in terms of like scoring where they should be. So you have like USA's putting them first, Sweden's putting them first in the rhythm dance. Like they have two judges putting them first, and then you have like fifth, fourth, second, third. Like they're all these judges are all over the place. Where I'm just like this event was actually like the biggest example of like ice dance politics where all the judges are everywhere on the
Hmm.
ordinals, no idea where everyone fits in. They're all trying to like lobby for their own teams where I just kind of was like, this is like kind of disgusting and a little bit of an like
Mm.
it's um
I mean, there's so many factors that are weighing into like the scoring, I think, of Zingas Kolesnik here. It not only is it the addition of the Shibs this season, but also now that Christina Carrera has
yes.
citizenship. I think at the beginning of the season, I think they were getting potentially more help because they're like, okay, like we don't know if Christine is gonna be eligible. Like we gotta have someone to like prop up and be I am gonna be guest.
We do have a
Uh,
guess. Keep going.
we don't have, what I'm saying about probably I'm saying it's Klesnik because if we don't know if Christina and Anthony are going to be there, we have to have someone else to like give the scores to. I mean, and deservedly so. Like when you're watching them, like they're awesome and they have.
So you're saying that you think that they're getting you think Christy Zingas and Klitnik are getting less help now than they were at the beginning of the year?
I think no, I think it's just continuing now. I think it was amplified now that I think they got some help at first because we don't know
Yes.
about Christine and
Yes.
Anthony. And now I think they're getting more help because Maya and Alex are not delivering like we thought they were going to.
Oh, I have completely different
Oh,
thoughts on that. But
okay.
um I also think it's kind of crazy that Zingas and Klesnik are going to go to an Olympic Games before they've been to a World Championships. Like it's actually crazy. Did you think about that?
Wow, yeah.
Because
That is
they're
crazy.
booked. They've made it. They made the Grand
Yeah.
Prix final. I'm sorry to like everyone else, but they made it. It's going to be Chalk and Bates and Zingas and Klesnik. And then that third spot, I think, is wide open, wide open. Um, Comparing to like talking about their free dance though. I think it could have a little bit of a change in the music cut to kind of
Oh, really?
add a little bit of more depth. I
Uh-huh.
kind of feel like it's a little flat and it doesn't feel as dynamic as it could be.
Interesting. My takeaway is, well, I do think that, so I'll start with the Twizzles. I think they had like their for two more moment in the Twizzles when they come out of the Twizzles on the accent of the music, but they could have done something more like aggressive and visual like at the end of there instead of just kind of like letting it die, then moving on to the next element.
Hmm.
Um, on the bet, something I really enjoy is their choreo step. It doesn't feel like a choreo step to me. It doesn't feel like they're going from
Oh, at the
one,
end.
yeah, it doesn't feel like they're going from one end to the
Yeah.
other, just like doing random choreography. It's like there's lifts, there's turns. He's flinging her around the ice. Like I'm into it.
They have good choreography for that, especially. I don't know. I just feel like some parts of it feels a little bit empty, and it feels like it could be have a lot more to make it just more impactful. Sometimes I feel like they just leave a little bit. It just kind of feels a little uninspired
I mean, they're
sometimes.
both stabbing themselves at the end of the program. Like, what do you mean?
No, the
What do
ending
you
is good.
mean?
I think the ending is good. I'm very
It's
content with the,
just
and it's the
so
middle. It's
good.
the middle for me where I get
Okay.
lost a little bit.
Okay.
Um,
We just have to watch
or,
her. She's gorgeous, and you don't get lost. Like it's that easy.
okay. Also, during the rhythm dance, like, or do you want to go to this? I don't know. I have so many notes written down for
I
this
have, I
dance that I don't
mean,
even know where to
it's like a
go.
jumble of like, okay, we talked about, let's look at other Americans while we're on the topic.
We could. I also want to point out that I am was super PO'd during the rhythm dance, and you could tell by like
Oh,
the
yeah.
reaction of Ramon and Marie France in the kiss and cry for the French, and then especially during the Germans, where he goes at the end, Ramon at the end, like after the scores were given, he says to like Marie France, like, this is ridiculous, like about the scores. I was like, they were so upset
Wait,
about the
the
scoring.
Germans.
No, the Georgians.
Oh, Georgians, not the Germans. I was like,
No, the
who that?
Georgians.
Who that?
Okay, let's go to the Shibutanis.
Okay.
We'll get the Americans done. I think they're in it so much. And I think everyone is crazy if you don't see the difference that they made from NHK to now. I'm like, this team made this in a week and a half.
Hmm.
Like they are so back in it.
They're determined. They're hardworking. They're
They've
the
always been
Brady. They're the Brady
hardworking.
to now. Yes, they are. They're the Brady to now of ice
No,
dance.
they have much more real connection than Brady to know. All
I
right.
know. I agree.
Um, and they basically got the same score as Karen Ponomarenko last week, and it was the same color. Yeah. And Green and
Hmm.
Parsons fell again on the Twizzles
Hmm.
in an event where like everyone was getting level fours like candy.
Yeah.
So, um, literally anyone's game for this rhythm for this third spot. Um, the big area for them is like they're going to need to push the speed and power over the next 8 weeks, and I would
Hmm.
love to see them do one more competition before nationals, but I don't really know where they're gonna go to do a competition.
Yeah. What is that like? What is the Volvo? No, what is the one that they do? That's it's in lieu of Grand Prix
Golden
final.
spin,
Yeah, Gold
Zagreb.
Spin.
Well, they're not entered in that.
Oh,
Maybe they could get added in, but that's also like in 2 weeks. So
yeah, I don't
I
know.
don't
I mean,
know.
I know that there was a lot of controversy about the Fix You Free and about how like it's just not gonna sell the same
It was
way the
so much
original
better here.
was. I still found myself getting like emotionally invested into it. I was like, wait.
I was like, I was like really having a moment. I was like, oh my, for her. I was
Mm-hmm.
like, oh, I'm rooting for her.
I'm rooting for her
I
to.
really want her to make the Olympics. I'm
And
sorry.
when I hear that organ start playing of Fix You and she's in this like black lacy dress, like looks like she's about to go to a funeral, I'm like, yep. Like she's just taking it. Like I don't know. It works. I think she's working
And
it.
they've had so many life experiences since, I mean, 7 years, my God, since they've been
Mm.
in competing. I think they're so much more genuine with their performance quality than they've ever been before. And one refreshing thing that I saw about them this week, when even though they're slow as hell, even though they're super slow, they were so precise and clean that it was so refreshing to see after like all of these teams had these sloppy rhythm dances and sloppy mistakes in the free dances. I was like, it was kind of refreshing to see someone
Hmm.
that was like, because like chalk and baits go to glacial pace anyways. So like, why are we making these like exceptions for them?
You know what we should talk about last episode we did it was that one graphic that NBC did comparing Chalk and
Yeah,
Bates to Career upon Ringo doing the ice coverage and like look how Chalk and Bates take their time to really
to show
hit
you
every
everything.
corner and show you everything, give you the choreography and touch every corner of the ice while like Christina and Anthony are like just flying around like hitting
Yeah.
every corner but in a fraction of the time.
Well, we didn't get to see that because that came out after our episode came out.
Oh,
Because
wow,
Clayton, we were so on it last.
we were so on it. Oh, okay, guys, it is 6:42 Eastern right now and I
Do you know what
told
time we were supposed to start
it's
recording?
four. It's
Or
four. Um, I just didn't realize how much
fine.
skating that I really needed to watch. I because I'm ensuring that I'm
And
watching all of it for our friends and viewers and
yeah, we don't want
supporters.
people to say that Clayton
We can't
doesn't
have
watch
that anymore.
skating.
We can't have that anymore.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, I
You
also
have any
really
other thoughts about the shibs?
I think the rhythm dance is nice and innovative. I kind of really like
Yeah,
it.
I think it's cool. I don't know. I like their costumes, but then also I'm like, he's in like a tracksuit, and I'm like, I don't know if that's like, I don't know. It's
It's
cool, and then
different.
it's
It's not
also
some like bling met like big plastic rhinestone crap on like a night it's just something cool and different. I kind of like it.
they did beat Diana Davis and Gleb Smoke in here, which like I think was like low key big
Yeah.
for them. They also got help. Not like we're not saying that they didn't get help too. They definitely also got help, but the moment I just see the momentum for this team, and I'm like, they're continuing to build.
Hmm.
They've always been super hard workers back in the day. Like I'm not. I know people might think this is correct. I kind of see them like sneaking on the team somehow at this point.
I don't know if Christina and Anthony really have to leave the door open.
But they have
Yeah.
twice this year.
But or their scores, what are the scores like compared to the Shibs? Like what are they getting?
Well, they got 186 last week, and the ships
Oh,
got 185.
oh, okay,
No,
well,
they got 180. Wait, sorry, that's the Shibutanis. Sorry. Um, I think they got 186 last week. Let me double check. Yeah, 186, almost 185, basically 185.
huh.
But yeah, I don't know. I feel the momentum for the ships, and I'm like, they're hard workers. They have Marina. Marina's gonna politic her way for them,
Hmm.
and they're gonna make the improvements. And I think they're gonna come out like really, really solid for nationals. I have a feeling for them. I don't know, but
I trust.
I trust Olivia Smart too to do
Oh,
the good
I always
work.
trust her. She's gonna show up and she's gonna do her job and she's gonna look just fierce.
She got a new dress in the rhythm dance,
The
and I thought it
and so did
worked.
Tim. I love Tim's new like the gold lining like of like the plates.
I saw a tweet this week that said, it said like someone was talking about like the comparison between Olivia and Tim's like skating quality, and someone tweeted and said, "Who is watching Tim when you're watching them perform?" And I was thinking when you said like, "Oh, he got a new costume," I was like, I had no idea,
That is
not a single clue.
so funny. See now, since Olivia trusts him and like has been hyping up Tim on her podcast, like I love Tim too. Like he's just an endearing character to me.
He's a really like solid partner. You know,
Good
like
guy.
he's not gonna screw anything up too bad. Like he's gonna get her up on the lifts. He knows how to like flaunt her and show her off, and he can
Oh
do
my
a
gosh.
split.
Yes, he can, and yes, he can. Ryan
Um,
Boitano couldn't do that split back in whatever time that was, but
1988 or
Tim,
19, yeah, 19.
Tim D can. You
Tim
know,
D can do the split.
you saw this, Nolan, on my close friend story. It was at
You did.
Friendsgiving, and someone was talking about Dune. I was like wrapping up the women's event because they were letting me watch like the last little bit of it since it was live, and then I was like, someone was talking about, does anyone do any like fun, like skating programs, like movies? And I was like, do you like Dune? And they're like, yes. And I was like, just sit down, just sit down.
But then you showed them this year's Dune instead of last
Yeah, because it's
year's.
relevant. I'm trying to get them excited. Like I want them to see it for like the also the last year's Dune doesn't have a good feed. Like I was looking for like a good world feed, and I was like from
Get a VPN.
not on the TV.
Not on the TV.
That's too
Well,
much work.
you showed them, he showed, and you didn't even show them the Dune from this week. You showed it from like three
Because
months
it hadn't
ago.
happened yet.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
Mm.
Um, yeah, I don't know. I just thought like it was solid. They did their job. They showed up. They were going to be fourth. Like you could just like knowing it, you went into this event, you were like, they're going to be fourth or fifth. You know, like
Mm.
um, I
Yeah,
don't know. They have a great free dance. I don't love it as much as the original one. I still hate that shrieking sound at the end, but I love Olivia and I love her little podcast, so I support. I
I
support.
support.
Okay, let's talk about the top two here. Do you want to talk
All right.
about the French or the Canadians first?
Let's go to Canada.
Let's do Canada. Okay. When you compare them straight to the French, like it's really no comparison in terms of like the overall
Mm.
skating.
And the
And
packaging, if we're being real.
yeah,
It's like
I don't mind.
it feels like this is like it's a lot for the rhythm dance. It's a lot of material on their bodies. Like they look
Mhm.
kind of
The bad
stiff.
mesh
Yeah, the oh
on
my, I
her,
have the illusion mesh on the collar is
they got to get rid of
bad,
that. Yeah.
bad.
Yeah.
It's orange. They just don't look as comfortable and like lean bought into the rhythm dance theme. And I also think that like the music cuts could be a little bit better, and we could have a little bit more like
Hmm.
RuPaul of it all. Like it's kind of just like. Mhm.
I don't mind the rhythm dance. I know a
I
lot of
don't.
people really hate it, but I
I
really
don't
don't
hate
mind it.
it, but I think it could be better. I think it could be packaged better as well. Like I don't understand like the costuming
But
really for it.
yeah, they were one of the teams this week that I think looked really tight throughout the
Mm,
whole, but it was like opposite partners in both. Like Piper had the mistakes in the rhythm dance, and then Paul had a lot of mistakes in the free dance.
mm,
And you could tell like that they looked uncomfortable. And they've been uncomfortable on that 1 foot all year. Um,
mm.
they had the mistake in Canada too on that. You could tell that Sean was trying to put them down too. I mean, he was not helping them at all. Like they
No,
were
no.
eighth in the base value on the free dance. Um, it's interesting to see like how the judging for the Canadian and the French were here because in the rhythm dance, Canada put Canada first, France put them third, and then in the free dance, Canada put Canada first, and France put them fifth.
Oh wow.
France put them, hold on, 13 points behind the French. Like, it's just so
Wow.
interesting to
It's
see.
not even subtle.
Um, USA put them third in the free dance, Piper and Paul. Uh, it's not, they just aren't really compare, like, they just can't really compare. It's just really, just like, you could just tell that they just are not
Do
up to
you
par with
love
the French.
are you loving the Vincent?
They made changes to it, and I think it
Um,
works a lot more.
it did
I,
look better than last time.
well, they changed the curved lift, and then they changed the arrangement of some of the elements, and you can tell, like, where was it? It's after the, okay, once they get past the choreographed hydro blade move, when they get into the curve lift, that's where I think they have a lot more of like that one like open joyous part of the music where
Mm,
they're starting to it was a little bit dead during Skate Canada. I think they're starting to it's choreographed more well to be more inviting to the viewer
hmm
and much more of an open free program than what like the original Vincent like was. Um and I wish that he was still the painter. I don't like that he's like now the Starry Night too.
mm.
Like I think it would make more sense if he was still the painter and she was the painting. I don't know.
Wait, how is she? She's a painter as well now.
She's the actual Starry Night.
Yeah. I got that on her dress.
So back like in the original, like he had like a tan beige, and he like with like paint
Um.
splotches on, like he was Van Gogh,
I like that.
and
Oh
she was the
wow.
Starry Night. Like that was like cool,
Oh,
but
see that? Hey, that's missing to me. Yeah, that's definitely missing to me. Haven't watched the original.
you haven't watched the original, Clayton.
I know. Guys, don't be mean to
Okay,
me,
you know what
please.
we should do? You know what we should do? I'm gonna get VM Stage Mom on
Oh my
Twitter.
gosh,
I'm
please.
gonna get her. I'm gonna ask her to put together. She's done this for many people. She has like a list of like programs that you need to watch for like ice dance history. I'm gonna
Hmm.
message her. I'll get it from her. And we need to have Clayton come on here once. We'll do, because I want to do these now. I want to do live videos sometimes
Uh-huh.
for like, we're gonna try, I think I'm gonna try this out for NHK or not NHK, Grand Prix Final. During like some of the early events, I'm gonna try and do like a live watch along where you can come and just like
Hmm.
watch with me for like, we're gonna test it. I don't know if it's gonna be a consistent thing, but, um, we should have Clayton like do it.
That would
We
be
do like
really funny.
Clayton Ice Dance 101.
Like watches for the first time, like Clayton live reaction to this program of for the first
Clayton
time.
watches
Well,
Virtue
hey,
Warrior for the first time.
nice. That's okay. That's a
Uh,
reach. I've seen the classics.
okay, also, if anyone wants to come teach Clayton about ice dance, message me and we can try to make it work. All right. Like,
Guys,
um,
I'm a great pupil. I'm learning really fast.
he's working really hard. All right. But anything else about Piper and Paul? I really think, you know what? They had just a lot of mistakes. They weren't going to beat the French. Like, it was very clear that they were not going to beat the French. The French are just like far superior skaters
Yeah.
to them. But and they just had a lot of mistakes. Like she got the base level and the twizzle and the rhythm dance where she like dropped her arm below her shoulders, had a little bit of a check on the turn. Um, just a lot of mistakes that compounded. And yeah, I'm interested to see where everyone pans out in the final because
Yeah.
Lila's so strong this year.
Yeah.
And Chalk and Bates material. Okay, if you had to rank the material of the top four, how would you do it? Let's do rhythm dance and free dance. Rank them all. Of Chalk and
Rhythm.
Bates, Piper and Paul, Guillaume, and Lila and Lewis. Let's start with the rhythm dance.
I'm
Rank them
going,
in
okay,
order.
rhythm dance. I'm going Lila,
Okay.
Laurence,
hmm This one's easy.
Piper, Maddie, yeah.
Yes, that's the correct.
Piper,
That is
Maddie. Okay,
correct. All right,
period.
free dance, free dance, free dance.
I'm gonna go French.
hmm
I'm gonna go. uh, you're not gonna like me. I think I'm gonna go Vincent, Bull, Lila Lewis.
Lila and Lewis are last memory.
I'm not waking it up. Like, well, no, okay, actually, no, I switch it. I switch it. The bull is below. If Maddie and Evan deliver the bull fighter better, like, I love the concept of it. It's just not landing. But if like that,
Yeah.
if they elevate that, like, then that will move up. But for now, it's Lila third, then Maddie Chalk.
My free dance is the French, the British, the Canadians, the Americans. The Americans have the worst programs for both, keeping it
Hmm.
real, in my
Hmm.
opinion. Um, I
Wow.
don't know. Yeah. Okay. Well, we ranked everyone.
Oh, that was fun.
Let's talk about the French now.
Okay.
So in the rhythm dance, obviously, everyone who's listening, I'm gonna say if everyone listening knows what happened, but I'll explain it. So they got their opening choreography was got called the choreographic step when it was just because if you look at how it is, I totally understand how it was perceived as this way, but I do think that was like a sneaky call from Sean
Hmm.
to like kind of just screw him a little bit because
Hmm.
they're not totally board to board, but they're pretty close to board on the choreography. So he called that opening choreo the
And was
step.
it something about like touching the shoulder? Was that something like I saw him say quote something like, "Oh, if you touch your shoulder," or is he referencing something else?
I don't know about that, but on the
Okay.
choreo step, you can't be very far apart.
Okay.
It's a specific distance that you can't be apart on
Okay.
that. And that's why they got the exclamation mark is because they were further, because she does like that lunge, like away from
Mm.
him, and then he like catches up to like lift her up. But if you look at the GOE for that element, like these judges were a little crazy. Like some were still giving that a +3, and all they did was like a 2 foot glide. If they're going on what the element was, they
Hmm.
did a 2 foot glide. She does a lunge, and then he picks her up, and she does a little kick. And the French judge gave that a +3. Everyone else, other judges gave it a +2. USA was the only one I think that was realistic and give it a -2 because it
Mm.
was half blanked if they're just looking at what the choreo was. Um, Also, one other thing before we get like into the real skating, he was like really Sean, the caller, he was really like manipulative with their marks. Like he wasn't giving them really great base values at all.
Mm.
He gave them an extended lift deduction on the rotational lift and free dance. Um, I think he obviously watched these programs at Grand Prix France and at French Masters and decided like pick them apart and figured out like what he was going to go after.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and because he's in it for chalk and baits, like he's trying to protect chalk and baits for sure.
Hmm. Was there like
Um,
another, is there another agenda that he's going on? I've been thinking about this. Like, if he's the chair of the ice dance committee for ISU and like he is the one who's coming up with these, is he trying to like rework the sport altogether? Like, but in the terms of just like he sees all these people just like cheating turns or like, I don't know.
yeah, I do think a lot of them were cheating terms. I think obviously, yeah, he's trying to like he has this like that's basically his job is
Yeah.
to oversee like what ice dance is. Um, so
But we complain about like the chalk and baits of it all and the Lyle Lewis of it all. And it's like, because there is a different level of skating skills going into their programs versus the likes of the French and like Zingas Kolesnik, whoever else, like and the Italians, like there it's a different style of ice dance where I'm assisting my partner through the choreography and still making but at the end of this day still might having a better package or better theme versus like the good skating itself. So it's like I'm confused as to why he's going after like we're going after all these people, but when the at the end of the day we're protecting if we're trying to protect Chalk and Bates who also do
well,
that.
that's not the thing about the ISU thing. He's protecting chalk and baits because he's connected to the US figure skating.
Hmm.
That's why he's doing that.
Hmm.
The overall like concept of dance, it's not just him that's making these decisions. Like there's a whole technical committee that works together. I have heard that they are very aware that like they know people are not happy with where the sport is right now.
Hmm.
So I do think we're going to see they'll have a Congress this summer after the Olympics. Normally the post-Olympic Congress is where they do a huge overhaul
Hmm.
of
Hmm.
a lot of things and like all the disciplines. So I think we'll see a huge shift probably in what dance will look like over the next couple of years. But uh, I watched the movie of the French free dance.
Oh, wait, did you? The
I
whale.
watched the movie. It's really depressing. I'm not
It
gonna
sounds
lie.
like it. The music doesn't
It's
give me
really depressing.
doesn't give me happy. What's the I heard it's about like
It's about
someone
this like obese man who's like basically dying of like heart failure, and he's like trying to reconnect like with his daughter to like I don't know, like try to he basically tries to like reconnect with his daughter to like leave his life fulfilled or something, or like make sure that she remembers that he was like a good father or something.
oh wow.
And like I kind of got the I got when I was watching the program, I was like, okay, so I think the program's like about like self-acceptance and this like discovery. Like acceptance of like where you're at with your life. And I feel like I kind of got that a little bit.
Mm.
It's very French BS, but um like watching the program and like then watching the movie and then going back and watching it, I'm like, this is so good. It's so good, Clayton.
Wait, what did you watch it on?
I a website. I don't like
Uh, oh, a website. A website. Okay.
I pirated it, okay.
Okay.
But let me see, what is it
What?
on? Let's see.
Because
The
now I want to
Whale.
watch it.
It's on what is it on? Is this Netflix? It's on
Yeah.
HBO Max. It's on HBO Max. If you
Oh,
have HBO, you can watch it. Do you not have HBO Max?
I can get a login. I know a
I
few
have one.
people.
I'll if you need
Oh,
one, I'll
text
let
that
me
to me.
know.
Yeah, text that to
I'll
me.
text.
Yeah, you still
Um
yeah, you still went to like one, two, three movies to watch it.
I didn't shut up, sorry. One, two, three movies saves. All right. All right. Yeah, they're just so good, and it's so clear that they're going to win the Olympics. I know that they got low scores here, but it's so clear. You can't like look at the skating and be like, no, that's second or third. Like, there's no way.
Yeah, I can't really argue with that.
Um,
It was good. It
it
was
wasn't
really
good. It was
good. It
great. It
was
was
great.
great. It was. I don't mean to be like a French like they were so good. They have that one do they do a hydroblade move too? That's so cool. Where if
Hmm.
there's one lift where she's like kind of it's kind of a little Bergerac and Figureskating where like she's close to the ground but it's like fully extended out.
Mm.
Maybe it's the curve lift. It might be the curve lift, but it's just so simple, so easy. It's like one breath almost. It's
Yeah, it
not
does. It does feel
as
like one fluid, like thought, idea, like concept, like, and there's no break. There's no like, let's stop and do this element, or let's stop and turn around and do our choreo, whatever the
yeah.
hell. It's like it flows so naturally and is so like they've cracked the code. They've figured out the system of like how this sport works, and then also on top of that, like applied a phenomenal theme, concept, and idea.
I don't think they're like as connected with each other. Like I don't think they're
Well, does that strike you at all? Does that surprise you?
no, I don't think they're like one unit of a person. They do have like a like the program feels like a one cohesive movement. I don't think their movements together are like one like it's not like Gabrielle and Guillaume. Like
That's
that
what,
was
but
like
that's what I'm saying. Are
that
you like
was
are you compare like I think you have a little bit of just like bias because we're all comparing that to the connection that him and Gabriella had.
well, everyone's gonna do that.
Duh. But
Um they got another oh yeah, Sean as a little parting gift gave them another exclamation mark on their choreo step in the free dance too. So
is this them being too far apart? Is this
yeah, it
okay?
could have been a multitude of things, but
Is it
yeah.
a flat edge? A flat edge on the Lutz? Is that what it is?
Well, they got on their serpentine step, they got level ones on both.
Mm.
They got a one on the 1 foot and a two on the 1 foot. She got a two on the twizzle. And he was really just ruthless with everyone this week on these scores.
He
Um,
said, "I'm gonna give you something to be thankful for."
any final thoughts about the dance?
Oh, Natalie Tashlarova. I love her.
Okay.
Mother.
Lover.
Love her.
Okay.
She made that little video on Instagram coming out on very being very vulnerable about just like standards and ice dance and her feelings about it. And we were with her. We love her. I would have had her
Yeah.
higher in the. I would have had her higher in the rhythm dance. I thought that even though they had the mess up. They had well they didn't mess up themselves, but they played
The
the
ISU played the
wrong
wrong.
music from an old cut from early in the season, and she comes off that ice and she drops that F-bomb, and
He said.
Mark Hanready goes, and I'm like, girl, like you'd be pissed too. I
Um,
love her. I think even despite the music cut, I was like, honestly, like I'm loving
I
the
didn't even
love.
notice it.
I didn't notice it either, and they still
I
sang it,
was
and I was still
I
watching her
was
the whole time, and she was killing it.
I was watching with my friend who's like a former dancer, and like the two of us were like, they didn't even like they like I'm surprised they didn't stop then if it was like the wrong cut of music. You know, like if you haven't like normally if you have something like that happen, you would stop. But
Hmm.
they just kept skating through. So I was like, I was confused a little bit myself at the end why they were making like a big fuss
Me
about it if like
too.
you didn't stop during the program.
Yeah.
Because like if you
So,
noticed that, you would stop and be like,
hmm.
hey, like this isn't the right cut. Like that's what you would do. But then they kept skating and it looked like they were fine. Like it just didn't I didn't notice it. And then I just was kind of like, well, why didn't you like talk to the referee like if when it happened, you know? So I don't know. I left that a little I was iffy on it. Like I felt for them, but I was also kind of like, well, you also have the autonomy to do something about it,
Well,
you know?
well, yes, but there's this so much pressure already, and I think that like if you're like past halfway through a program and you're like, I don't know, like
Yeah.
is there going to be a larger cost if I stop and go to the referee and then have to restart at a certain point? Like I still think there's some sort of like bias that the judges will have. If you have to stop and restart, like I think there will be some sort of like
Yeah,
unconscious like
no.
deduction in PCS or something of that
Yes.
sort. So
But then like the music sounded the exact same anyways.
hmm
It sounded like the same cut basically as their NHK. So I was just kind of like, you basically did the same thing. You got through it like pretty good. Like, like
hmm
and their coach, I thought their coach Mauricio handled it really well. He was like,
Yeah.
what, like it's fine. You did it, you got through it. Like I think he was probably the most reasonable one like there of like
Yeah.
all three. He was like, listen, you did it. Like
hmm
calm down, I don't
Yeah.
know. Just um I thought it was a little theatrical. I know that might not be like, but we love that in ice dance.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to see. That's why I loved I like I wanted to see her like I want to see all the
They
athletes show emotion. I want to see them all get mad. I want to see them all get happy. And for the right reasons. And not I don't want them to be mad or
yeah,
upset about anything, but I want to see like a react like you care about your sport, you care about your art, you care about your craft, like let's wake it up.
yeah. They did have that really unfortunate mistake on the 1 foot in the free dance that like kind of took them out of it. Um,
Mm,
Davis and Smolkin were good here. Um,
yes.
Pretty good skates for them. They didn't get
hmm
some unlucky calls,
hmm
but
hmm
and then for the Browns, unfortunate rhythm dance with the Twizzles. So that kind of took them out of anything moving on up. But
All right.
okay,
That leaves the
women.
women.
That leaves us with the women. Where do you want to start with the women?
Well,
Or do you want to
let's
start with Petrosian?
oh yeah, she did her like an exhibition skate and got scored.
She did. She got a 143. Um,
She put out
she did
two quad
two
toes.
quad toes with
They both got the carrot.
they got cues, but if you look at
Oh,
them,
they're definitely
yeah.
fierce. Who
Um,
remembers fierce?
this way. Or wait, this way.
Who remembers? Do you remember fierce? Also doing like you do this in middle school, like the fierce thing.
No,
No.
no, I don't.
Okay, it was like never mind. We won't go down that path.
Um, I have to say, like, I thought she skated fine. Like, it was good for her to get that quad toe out there.
I
Um,
mean, it's the last time we saw her skate the week prior. Was it literally just the week
Literally
before?
last week.
Only one quad toe and it went down.
It did look like it could have gone down. It's not a comfortable jump.
No, no, no.
And everything else didn't look comfortable. Like the loop was not comfortable. She went down on the Lutz.
Yeah.
Um, and I've seen a lot of interviews that say that it looks like mentally she's like apparently she's very focused on the quad right now. And
Oh
it seems like
yeah.
she's almost too focused on it that like it's deterring her from like being
Mm.
able to just compete without any, because apparently what I've heard and seen is that she looks much more stressed than she was from the years before, and that she normally has never been a competitor that's been stressed. Obviously, there's a lot of different circumstances right now. Like she's
It's
trying to,
so unique. It's so like there's no one else in the world other than
other
Peter
than her and Peter
Dominic
and the
that
Belarusian woman.
that are dealing with this sort of circumstance where I'm competing domestically against all my peers who are also doing really, really, really well. And at the same time, like it doesn't matter what they do. Everyone's still gonna look at me at the end of the day and be like, you have to go and produce like at the Olympics.
Yeah. And I don't know if that triple axel's coming back. I think we would have seen it by now, unless she
Sh-
tries it maybe at nationals, but I think we
I
would have seen it.
I think she'll what do you think is gonna happen? Like I think to avoid being buried in the short, she needs it.
She does need it. I do think even if she has, I said this, I remember saying this earlier in the year that even if she has a quad toe, like I think she needs both the axle and the quad toe to like outright win.
hmm
Because I think they might not help her as much in the scoring. And if she has any mistakes on these other jumps, which she's had this year, I don't think she's gonna get buried, but I don't think she's gonna be helped out in any manner.
hmm
Um, And I just think also the performance quality hasn't been there as recent. She'd really kind of been dejected, I think, from the overall total performance as of late.
Well,
And
how
I
do you
think
get
it's just
into
yeah, I know. I think
how do you get
yeah.
into a Michael Jackson short program that has 10 cuts of music and it's just like loud noise
Oh,
at the end? Oh, that's what I was getting. But like you can't get into it. Like it's just
I
I don't know.
I was just gonna say that it's tough for her because she's got like a lot going on, and it seems
That
like
too.
she's focused on maybe not the right things right now. I think she needs to be focused
Hmm.
on, well, one, she needs to rest a little bit. She needs to let all of her injuries heal properly. They won't really. They're not going to heal properly before the Olympics, but she needs to be smart about her training. I don't think doing
Mm.
another competition instead of just going home and working on these elements was the smartest thing.
Mm.
Because this is another thing she's gonna have to come down from.
Hmm.
Like where's this time for her to like come down and build back up?
Mm.
Because Russian nationals are in less than a month. So she's just got to, it's up. She doesn't have time to come down. She just has to keep going up.
Yeah.
Um, the only time she'll have off really, like to come down, is like January, but she really can't either because she has to come up for the Olympics in February.
And when is the Russian Grand Prix final? Is that also going to be in Jan?
I mean, I don't know. Isn't that normally in like February? Like if I'm her, there's you
Mm,
should skip that.
no,
Like you
that's the
shouldn't.
thing. I think there's like this the underlying pressure to prove that you are the deserved one of that spot. It's like you because you that doesn't allow her to be
But
down.
she doesn't really need to prove anything because she's been picked. Like it's done.
That's
She's
true.
going.
That's true. I think everyone's
You
just
need to
giving
frame it
like,
that way.
yeah, that's true. I know I'm giving
Um,
side eye because I'm just like I'm seeing better skating elsewhere.
and the other women are out skating her there in
That's what I'm
Russia.
saying. That's what I'm saying.
The ones I didn't watch, I didn't actually get the chance to watch all of it this morning, but I think there were two girls that scored higher than her here.
Yeah, it was Alyssa Vaglazova and the girl who like waved it. Anna Sherbakova in that one team event that went viral. What is her name? Daria Sadkova. Yes.
Okay, that's the other Eteric girl. Okay,
Yeah.
so the other two Eteric girls beat her,
Hmm.
which is tough because then like they're internally they're like the top. Like they remember when they first year the AAA came on and they all beat like Sigidova, like just
Hmm.
how everything the dynamics are shifting. That's like just how it happens. It shifts
And you're
every single
watching it
couple of
and like
years.
yeah, it's in your rink, you're seeing it every day. Like it's
Um,
tough.
Luna Hendricks withdrew.
Hmm.
She said she was. I think she said she was ill. They looked at. Um, there's not a good short program. I think it was a good decision for her to withdraw. I don't think
Hmm.
she was going to gain anything from going out there and struggling in a free skate. I think smart decision on her part, and she'll get back to training and get ready for Europeans.
Well, she missed Belgian nationals.
I did. I watched Nina. I didn't see the
I
free, but I saw the short.
what is she skating to?
Send in the clowns in the short.
Okay.
It was okay.
Okay. I saw the
It
scores.
wasn't.
I didn't see the skate.
The skate was not like she fell. She cheated a jump, but it was like a nice program.
Okay.
Um, who else? Okay, other people.
I,
Rian Samiyo. Oh yeah.
I was gonna talk about like, maybe the Finnish girls real
Okay,
quick.
yeah.
I really loved Olivia Lisko. She had a great short
Hmm.
program. Would have had her higher. Huge
Hmm.
huge triple toe, huge lutz, fast,
Can I say something
furious.
crazy?
Say it.
I would have had her top three after the short.
I think so too. I think so
I thought she had like great skating, huge jumps, no reputation, so they just didn't help her out,
too.
which
Hmm.
is unfortunate.
And the music for
Um,
the free, oh my gosh, you should have heard my reaction. I love, love, love the love theme from Star Wars. This is what she skated to in the free. It's on my like classical music playlist on Spotify that I want someone to skate to. If someone else has skated to it, someone please let me know. It's
I mean, Satoko Miyahara did like a Star Wars program. It was like the planets with Star Wars in 2016.
oh,
It was really nice. You should watch that. I'll
okay.
send it to you. That's
I'm
another
gonna
thing we could do.
okay.
Everyone send programs, send in. You know what I'm gonna do? I should make a Dropbox. I'll put this in tomorrow's
Or
episode on like the Warsaw.
yeah. Or
Put
if
a
you don't already,
Dropbox.
oh,
Oh yeah.
you're breaking up on me, I think. Is it my Wi-Fi or yours?
No, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. I see you, but you're like frozen.
Oh, I
Oh.
see you.
Okay, maybe it's just me. And you hear
Well,
me?
Yeah, I can hear you and I can see you moving.
Okay, perfect. Well, if you haven't already, I'll settle at my Twitter is at Claybay, so you can follow me and send me there any program that you want me to watch, and I'll watch it and I'll reply back to you and let me know I'll let you know my thoughts.
I'll link it below and just send me a reminder. I'll link all of it below. All right. I thought you were gonna be like, "Oh, follow the Blades and Manor podcast on
Oh,
Instagram," and I'm
well
like,
that too. Well that too.
"You can message him because now we both message."
Yes, I have the access now, so
People
I'll be
always get
there.
confused when we
Hmm.
put like NC or CG.
G. Yeah, that's me. If it's yeah, it's pretty self-explanatory.
Um, Rion Sumiyoshi, kind of unfortunate skate skier. She had that crazy fall in the short program on the steps. Can you hear me?
Well, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, good, good.
Sorry,
And
and I'm
then
like processing now. I'm like getting back to the.
okay, and then in the free skate, just kind of a lot of mistakes on all the jumps. So yeah,
Why? So she changed the layout of the free, and I'm really unsure why because it was
I don't
working
know.
so well. It was
Yeah,
working
I don't
so
know.
well because it was double axle, triple toe to open to warm up the toe.
To
And
warm up
but
for the quads.
yeah, and then now it just went straight into it, and I was like, whoa.
Yeah, I don't know why. Madeline Skizis, much better
Oh
than what she's
yeah,
been putting out here this year.
she went back to Lion King. She got the
I
rights
don't
that.
think she got clearance yet.
Oh, but but then how did she use it if she didn't get clearance?
Well, I don't think they I think the clearance is all about like the championship events.
Oh, okay.
I don't think they really care about these little ones, but Skate Canada told her to go back to it after Skate Canada.
Oh,
So,
wow. Well,
uh
she had one too many double toes in the free.
yeah, Mariah
Uh,
Bell.
Mariah Bell coded. Well, there are a lot of skaters who got queued to death here. She was one that didn't have any call. Like, she fully
She
is
doesn't have
rotating.
she really doesn't have the problem with the cues.
Mm-mm.
She's very good at rotating her jumps. I will say that is
Mm.
one thing you can like not deny is that she does rotate those jumps for the most part. Um, Brady Tennell, again, like good,
She
very good,
was
like
queued to death in the free. I think
in
everything had a queue
deserve
on it. Yeah.
deservedly so. She got a Q on wait, one, two, three, four, five, six, seven jumps had a Q on
Wow.
them.
Including the
She did
double loop.
these judges, man, they're like, you know what? Double
Ruthless.
loop Q, double toe Q.
Mm-mm. Well,
They're
did you
yes,
see NBC Olympics socials, their Instagram?
yes,
They
I did see
posted for
this.
her twice with her scores being like Brady Snell with a flawless short program of 63 point what I'm like which is 10 points off of her competition like Isabella Vito. Like I'm just so like are we do we live in alien
And they're
world?
not and they're not posting Amber, so I don't know why they haven't posted Amber at all. And I know a lot of people are upset about this.
It's so interesting. Like
I wonder
what's the
I
reason?
wonder if there's a music rights or something.
Oh, I mean that could be possible.
But Amber did this last year, the free skate, and they posted it then. So I don't know. I
Hmm.
cannot I have no idea. But my God, I might
Uh,
have saw God when I saw
oh
Rino
yeah. I know
Matsuike's
exactly
free
where you're going
skate.
with that.
Clayton, when I tell you, I was locked in for that free skate after like she got through the first two jumps. I was gripping my table throughout that whole performance so that she wouldn't have any mistakes on those jumps. I was like double axel, yes.
Yes.
Triple sow, yes. Like I was the coach at the boards beating on my desk,
It
thinking like,
was
go.
phenomenal. It was so like it's what we all been waiting for from her, and like it's what we all know she's capable of doing, and it's so like beautiful. And you know who else is gonna see God after these scores? It's gonna be the judges, because what on earth are we doing? It's
I
like
know.
sevens and skating, like it's just it doesn't make any sense. It's nonsensical.
She got ready. 775, couple eights, 8.5, 8.25, 7.75, 7.5. Finish judge, 7.2. Finish judge, ninth place in the short program. Of how many women? 11. Ninth place for that short program. Yes, she did cheat
Unacceptable.
every jump. That's fine. I know she
It
cheated
doesn't
the
matter.
jumps.
That doesn't matter. That doesn't
I
matter.
know. And that's what I'm going to say is that I think it's crazy that the judges let the cheated jumps when the jumps aren't taking away from the like cohesion of the program. Like if you're standing up and like you make it look fine, I think you should like that they're letting it bleed into the PCS mark and I think that's the like big error for them is
Hmm.
that I don't really think that the jumps that she had like destroyed the flow
No,
or
because
the quality of the
there was
program.
no like it wasn't not controlled. Like it was still a controlled landing and she still got through it and there wasn't a noticeable like big hook on the ice that we're doing like and we're like wobbling or like it's just
Or
like
like a step out or something like that,
yeah,
you know? Like,
it's the rule book says a big error and we're not seeing a big error. We're seeing
mhm.
a hook on a bite down on the ice.
And I
If
wouldn't even
that.
say like, yeah, like unders are like just like tiny little blemishes, like little tiny hairs.
Mm,
And it's just, it's if they're like super noticeable. Like hers aren't normally, you can, if you have a trained eye, you can tell, but to like the untrained eye, like it's not as really that noticeable as some of these other women.
I mean, just giving
Um,
it's a slap in the face to Reno. It's a slap in the face to Lori Nickel. It's a slap in the face to give. It's just like okay, skating skills. We're going 9.5. If
I'd go 9.25, yeah.
presentation, I'm gonna go like 8.75 because she's not always like locked in.
Hmm.
And then composition, I'm going 9.
I mean, they're not even giving Mone Chiba a 9. And like that girl is like
That's
also that's
also
crazy
totally
too.
underscored as well. They
Um,
both should be breaking 70 in
like they're
PCS.
I think it's crazy. I know we'll get to this, but I think it's crazy that Amber Glenn and Mone Chiba's PCS were only 2 points difference. Like
Mm-mm.
I know that might sound
Mm-mm.
like harsh, but like I think Mone Chiba should be like well, like what we saw, I think it was like a 5 point gap between the two
Yeah, at
here.
minimum. Hmm.
Um, Reno though in the free skate, you could really tell that like with each jump that she landed, she like kind of got stronger and
Oh yeah.
stronger until like she got into like that abandonment feeling in like the
Hmm.
performance. I was so happy for her, and I'm so happy that she got the medal.
I know.
She's just
It gives me
divine.
hope. Well, so what do you think of the Japanese national team or the Olympic team now? It's going to be three of the four women on the final.
It's yeah, it's the whole team's gonna come from the final. Unless like Rion puts a crazy performance at nationals, I don't think she will, but um I think Rinka might have an edge right now. I
Yeah,
don't
I think
know.
she's more tenured. I
She is more
mean,
tenured. Um, yeah, I'm rooting for Rinka. I'll say I'm rooting for Rinka.
I
I
think
like
I
her
am
skating a
too.
little
I
bit
think I
more,
am too. I agree.
but
So,
rework your free skate.
well, should we move to Monet
Um,
then while we're here?
or do you want to go to Amber? What are you thinking? Or do you want to do Monet? We're talking
Let's
about
do,
Japan, so we can talk
yeah,
about
yeah, yeah,
Monet.
yeah. Let's do like again for Monet, like would have her higher in components. She just has the whole package. Like she's giving you outside of this mistake in the short on like the step out of the combo, like she's giving you everything that we want and need in this
I
sport.
literally wrote down what do we got to do to get the girl straight nines for PCS. Um, and she also was kind of like she's had a similar output to Reno is in the free skate is that she started out tight and got stronger as it went along.
Hmm.
She had the two Qs on the triple for triple and the triple loop. She did get a little
Hmm.
help in the short with the combo. I thought the combo was a little cheated in the short, but
They gave her the exclamation point on the Lutz, which is true.
I mean that's fair. That's fair. She was the only woman to win both of her Grand Prix events this year.
That's
Did
huge.
you notice
That's
that?
insane. Yeah, that's so big. Like I
That
can't
only
believe
I think that happened in the men too. Or no, did
Ilya.
Yuma win both? No, Yuma won both. Yuma won
Yeah.
both. So Ilya and Yuma.
Hmm.
But let's see what else do I have written down. I think just the comparison, the short program, the comparison in the short program was correct. I think Amber was like on another level in the short.
I think Amber was robbed in the short.
Yeah, I think she should have gone much higher in the short. But then when
Mm-hmm.
you go to the free skate, it's like totally different level. Like Mone Chiba is like
Mm-hmm.
insane with the
Mm-hmm.
short. Um, I'm really excited to see like final now to see like
Oh
where all these
yeah.
women stack up
Yeah.
because I could see Mone Chiba winning nationals and the Grand Prix final.
I could
She's like just that
too.
locked in,
You think if
and it's
yeah, I mean, I don't know, that's I do you think I think I could see her winning Grand Prix final but losing to Kaori at nationals.
yeah,
That's what's gonna happen.
I could see that happening. I also can't see her off the Olympic podium at this point.
No. I
I
think
think that girl is somehow like there's no way she's going to be denied. Um,
consistency. I think that's what's gonna do
Consistencies.
it.
My God, what do we have to do to get her a 153? Like it's there every single time,
I think
and it's just
I think she deserved it here. I
I
would
do
have
too.
yeah. For Amber, I think since she was leading in the short, I think she was a little bit on instead of attacking the free, she's a little bit on the defense.
Hmm.
So she popped that Lutz. We had the cheated flip. I mean, she just has to be on attack. I think she skates the best when she's on attack. Um, I mean, yeah, I think her score was fair in the free. I think it, you know,
Yeah, I think just when you look overall, like when you start comparing her to like the top women, I think she loses a lot on the
mm,
quality of like just the GOE on the jumps and the spins. And then like at the program construction, comparing it, it starts to feel very vacant in the free skate when
hmm
you're comparing her to like Mone Chiba, Kaori Sakamoto, like the top two women. I mean, Alyssa
hmm
Liu is definitely a little bit of a vacant program too, but um, just overall, like it's a little bit emptier than those women. And like she's losing just on that geo. Like right now, her GOEs in the free skate are maxing at like a +2, +3, like very, very rarely a +3. And that's going to take down that total like technical score.
hmm
Um, and she loses levels too sometimes. She did get all of her levels in the short, which is a huge deal and super great for her. But that's going to be something she
hmm
needs to keep working at. I think she really needs to push the speed throughout the step sequence and the fluidity of it. Like I think we need to do that step sequence to the choreographic sequence 17 times a day to just make it
hmm
like all. Sometimes it feels like she's doing sections in her program where Mona Chivas felt
hmm
just like one
hmm
whole breath. Amber
hmm
sometimes feels a little bit splotchy in areas.
Yeah. For the short though, I wish they would rework the ending because it's like the big like choir vocals building, and then they change the music to something else, and it's like it falls flat to me.
The short program, I thought she was genuinely underscored.
I agree, but like, do you know what I'm talking about? The ending, the music change at the end. It's like weird.
I didn't notice it.
Okay,
I'm
there's
not that
something
much.
weird.
I don't keep up with it that much to be like, oh, she changed it.
I don't know if it was a change, but it was just like the. I think it has always been there, but something about it like it bothers me.
Yeah. Um, yeah, I would have had her closer to like 78.
hmm
That maybe you like to see she could have pushed 80. I don't know if she would have got 80 because she doesn't do a Lutz in the short. So
hmm
that is a lower base value. But um I think looking like towards the field, like I think it was good for her also because she was able to she took the double Lutz. She kept herself in it. She stood up on the remainder. She did what she needed to do here
hmm
to qualify. And I think that's the big thing. I think it's interesting to see like where she'll slot in at the Grand Prix final. Because you talk about pacing of all these women. These
hmm
Japanese women are amping it up now. Amber doesn't
hmm
need to amp it up for like till like another month.
hmm
So again, they're all on different tracks. So while we are getting, yes, a direct comparison, we're also getting direct comparisons of people at different peaking points throughout the season.
hmm
Um, and I know people have said um, if she'll add that second triple axel in, I don't think she will.
I
Um,
don't. Yeah, I'm not thinking so either.
I just don't think she's talked about it too, how that it just would shift so much in her program. And Amber's already like mentally a little bit like once she's done one thing, like she's very set on
hmm
it. I think that would be a lot to ask of her to change.
I think it's a big focus right now. I think the other focus, a better focus would be upping the GOE,
Upping the
connect.
quality.
Yeah.
Yeah. But any final thoughts
I
on the Grand
don't,
Prix
let me,
season?
um, I think we got it.
I
I
think we
think
made
we
it.
did it.
We got through the whole Grand Prix here. Well,
Wow.
we'll see you next week. Well, actually, you'll see me. I'm recording something tomorrow, and I don't know what day I'll upload it, but you'll see me later in the week, and you'll see Clayton and I maybe this weekend or maybe next week. I probably this weekend or
What is,
something. We'll
yeah,
see.
I can record this weekend.
We'll do a
We're
Grand
scheduling
Prix.
it live right now.
We'll do our Grand Prix final previews, and we'll catch up with the South Korean ranking competition this week. So everyone support my daughter,
Yes.
and make sure we pray. So
No, light the candle,
um,
light the candle.
light the candles. But yeah, comment below what you love the most about Finlandia, and we will see you guys later this week. And happy holidays, everyone.
Happy Thanksgiving. All right, bye, Nolan.
Bye.